Hello everyone, and welcome to Tall Tale Tuesday. Now, this is the second week of this, and as promised, first of all, I am going to go over last week and reveal which was the correct story, and who guessed correctly, and all that. So, last week I told two stories. One, which was titled Butt Glue, which is a story about us, me as a bully picking on somebody and putting glue in their chair in the form of a smiley face. And the second story was Paper Glue, which was me getting revenge on a bully who mercilessly kicked me on the playground and gluing her report together so that she had to restart. The correct one was butt glue, and only two people participated last week, and both of them guessed correctly. So, congratulations to you both. So, for this week, I'm going to do two more stories, and then let's keep rolling with this. So, I'm going to pause, be right back, and then I will start the first story. Alright, we're back. And this is the first story. I am going to call this one the catering mishap. So, what happened was, I can't remember if it was my senior year or if it was the year after I graduated, but I was pretty good friends with a person who was a year older than me, so they had already graduated, and he was involved in some thing helping out his friend catering, basically, for an event. And he was going to drive down to California, and it was a ways down into California. It was a full day's drive, and he hadn't ever made a trip that long before, so he asked me if I wanted to go along, and like I said, it was either during the summer of my senior year or the year after it, and I wasn't doing anything, so... And I don't think I had ever gone on a long road trip without my parents before, so I was totally stoked. I was like, yeah, I'll totally go with you to California. And he just wanted driving company because, like I said, it was a long drive, and I'm not sure he had ever made a trip that long either. So we drove down to California, and the entire time we were listening to, I think it was Linkin Park. No. It was Demon Hunter, because that was right after I had first got introduced to them, and we were listening to their new CD, and basically went through like 2 or 3 CDs, just letting them run and all that. And the funny thing was, we actually got stuck at one point because there was a fire along the road, a small brush fire or whatever, and it wasn't even anything dangerous. It was just one smoky area where there was a police car, but we got stuck in traffic for like 2 stinking hours because there was a small brush fire and people wanted to stop and look to see what the commotion was. I couldn't believe it. I was so irritated. We went through an entire CD, I think, just in that one area because people wanted to stop and see what the smoke was. Because there was no ambulances or anything. There was no cops blocking the road. It was just on the side of the road. People in traffic, man. Anyway, we get down to the event, and we get suited up and all that, and we start helping them just do everything that they needed us to do. There was like a lasagna thing that we needed help being put out, and then the crux of the story comes in the event that for whatever reason there was something that I had to put in the microwave. I was heating something up and I can't remember what it was, and we had full use of their kitchen, and I don't know why they just let us in without checking for credentials or something or past work experience, but they just let us in the kitchen, told us what they needed done, and we started to go at it. And I put something in a bowl, and I needed to melt it or warm it up, I can't remember, put it in the microwave. So I did that, only I'm not very cooking savvy, and I totally put it in a metal bowl, put it in the microwave, and started it up. It went at it, and I got it out, and that kind of stuff. Didn't realize that it was going to destroy the microwave, and so the next person that comes in, tries to use the microwave, doesn't work. They check the plug-in, still doesn't work. They can't figure out what's wrong with it. And I think in the back of my mind, I knew that metal things destroyed microwaves. I just, like, it didn't click at the time when I tried to put something in. Because as soon as it wasn't working anymore, I was like, oh no. That's because I put the metal bowl in there and it totally destroyed their microwave, and in a move that I am still embarrassed by, I totally didn't fess up. I didn't say anything. I just kept my mouth shut, and I was like, oh, that's terrible for your microwave. I wonder what's wrong. Like, everything's fine, nothing's broke. Well, that's weird. It's weird that it's not working. I wonder why that is. So, yeah, I totally destroyed somebody's microwave that I didn't know, and never told them that it was me. Yeah, still slightly embarrassed by that. So, that was the first story, and I will be right back with the second one. Okay, on to story 2. This one is called My First Love. And you could probably already guess what this is about. This is about the girl that I first had a real crush on, and it gets really melodramatic, and I'm slightly embarrassed even telling this story because it's ridiculous. But I can't remember really how we met. It was at a summer camp, and it was at a church summer camp, so they had the service or whatever in the big building, and then everybody went to snack time, and which was in a different mess hall area, and they let the kids mess around and talk and eat their snacks or whatever for like an hour or two before they had to go to bed. And so after the service got over, and I'm not a very sociable person, I need to put that out there, and I mean, even now I'm not, but when I was a kid, it was even worse. You couldn't get me to go talk to a stranger for any reason, and I don't know what maybe the atmosphere, I guess, of the church camp, and I was stoked or whatever it was, but for some reason, I left that building, and there was a group of strangers with a girl there, and it was kind of a situation where it was dark, and because it's out, camping, and there's cabins and stuff, but there's no lamp posts or anything, so you have to bring your own flashlight to make it back and forth between the cabins and that kind of stuff. And there was a group of kids. I went up and started talking to them, and I couldn't even really see their faces. I just knew there was a group of kids. And the girl immediately to my left introduced herself, and I introduced myself, and I walked with the group somewhere, and I was kind of just talking with her, even though I couldn't really see her face that well. And we got to a place that was well lit, and I actually saw her face, and I was like, oh, she is actually really pretty, and all that. And the significance of the moment hadn't really hit me yet. So the next day, I can't remember what happened after that, but the next day, something was going on when we met up again and started talking to her, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really like this girl, and she's talking to me, and she's laughing at my jokes and smiling at me and stuff. It was totally foreign to me at that point. I was in like the 7th grade, I think. I can't remember. Anyway, I still remember what she looked like, actually. She had really, really curly, blonde, frizzy hair, and she had really cute freckles, and anyway. So we talked for the next day or two, and it hadn't occurred to me yet what was about to happen, the tragedy that was about to occur in my life, but we talked for the next couple of days, started to really like this girl, and then it dawned on me that it was the last day, and this was before cell phones were really popular, especially for middle schoolers, and what's the deal with that? Why did 12-year-olds need cell phones, really? Anyway, didn't have a cell phone, neither did she. Never occurred to me to ask for her phone number. There was just the last day, and there was this melodramatic, I'm never going to see her again. I need to give her a hug. This is terrible. And went through that, gave her a hug, and then I had to get on the bus and leave. And it was terrible for me. I had the melodramatic, staring out the window, I'm never going to see her again. And a tear might have rolled down my eye, I can't remember. But I was, legitimately heartbroken that I was never probably going to see this girl again. And I had purposed within my heart that I was going to go to the next summer camp and, just hope to God that I saw her again. And it was really terrible for me. But went the next year and she wasn't there, and I think I had moved on by that point or whatever, but it was really terrible for me. Yeah. So that was my first crush, my first love, whatever you want to call it. I still think about it sometimes. It makes me laugh, though, just how lame I was about it. Anyway, those are the two stories. Just like last week, I want you guys to get involved, so comment on Facebook or sign up for a subscription on YouTube and subscribe to my channel. Comment on the video there. Let me know what you think. Let me know why you think the video is, or which story is true and which one's not. Thank you guys to who participated last week. It really makes this fun. Good job on guessing the correct ones this time. Or last time, anyway. So, participate, comment, like on Facebook, comment and like on YouTube. It really helps me out and it encourages me, and I really enjoy doing this. So, participate, all of you who sit through this. Is it the microwave mishap, or was it the love story of my first true love? So, comment, let me know, and I will see you guys and let you know which one is true on the next Tall Tale Tuesday. See you guys later.